You're listening to Thrive Now with Dr. J. Calvin Tibbs.
Hey, what's up? Hope you are good. Dr. J. Calvin Tibbs with you. Super excited to help you believe, receive, based on what you perceive. We're going to talk about that next on Thrive Now. I hope it's good for you. I hope it's good. I hope you're making it better by the way you think on the inside, because as a man thinketh, as a woman thinketh, so is he or she. The deal is, whatever is going on inside of you has to have the genuine, simple, pure basis of belief. Because if you don't believe it, it really doesn't matter about any other thing. You got to believe it, because believing has a connection with confidence. And if you don't have confidence about a thing, you're not going to believe it very, very long. Like some of you don't believe that good happens to you. Well, that's crazy. You see it happening to other people. Yeah, but that's them, you may say. Well, why do you believe that good can happen for them and it can't happen for you? Well, you got to go in the background and pick that up, because somebody told you that and you have accepted it. Let me tell you about your belief. It's so strong, you're manifesting it. You think it will never happen to you? Guess what? It ain't happening to you. You know why? Because you keep saying, it won't happen for me. And because you believe it, you receive it. And that's because you perceive it. You see this process here? You don't have to be Einstein to pick this up. What you believe, you receive. And what you receive, you perceive. In other words, the way you look at a thing is the way that you receive a thing, which is the origin of the belief on that thing. You don't think you'll ever get married and stay happy? You don't ever think that guy that you've been wanting to come back is going to come back? Now look, this isn't witchcraft. You can't control somebody else, but I know this: your life will go on if he does or if he doesn't. But you got to believe it. You got to believe it. You got to receive it, and you got to perceive it. You got to see it in your mind. You got to see in your heart that life really does go on with or without the person that does not seem to value you. Maybe the issue is you don't value you. And since you don't value you, you attract people who do the same, because they believe what you receive. You receive yourself as less than, they give you less than the attention, the time, and the love that's due you. Why is this the case? Because of your perception. You don't perceive yourself as having more, as being more, as accomplishing more. So since you don't, then in accordance with what you sow, you're reaping, because your believing is receiving what you're perceiving. You got to get to the point where you realize that I got to see myself as fill in the blanks. And if you're filling yourself with the blanks of the past that have not produced or have not helped you to this point, you got to get a new reference point, because your perception will shape what you receive, and what you receive is connected to what you believe. So what's the deal here? The deal is you got to start understanding what God thinks about you. They may not like you, he, she, them, but he loves you, baby. And he's loved you from the moment he thought about you, before he even placed you. Psalms chapter 139 and verse 16, in your mother's womb. And when he put you there, you won a race that you didn't know you were even competing in. But really, there is no competition for something that is destiny. I want you to start believing. I want you to start receiving. And I want you to start perceiving what God thinks about you. And when you do that, my brother and my sister, you are going to start thriving right now.
You're listening to Thrive Now with Dr. J. Calvin Tibbs. Check out the Thinking Out Loud Network at thinkingoutloudnetwork.com.